tough game. That was a tough, desperate LSU team that their athletic director 24 hours before that said, hey, you're canned if you miss the NCAA tournament. So they had a lot to play for, kind of in a similar boat to us. They were at home. Like, that was not an easy.
What's up, guys? We're doing a live video.
All of that stuff.
Board bagging some baits and about to make some baits tonight, maybe.
I just think the joy that they earned from that and the confidence that they built organically, I think that means just as much as anything that this final score suggests.
Yeah, it's a little similar to what Sean was saying. Like, you're building a foundation right now that you can really build off of, to where you know you're capable of playing at an elite level. Like, we've seen a second half against St. John's, second half
bagging up some morning
now against LSU, and a 30-minute stretch against Mississippi State, and now a second half against Tennessee, where you say, you know what, that level of basketball, if I was going to take a ping pong ranking for just those kind of second halves and the last 30 minutes of Mississippi State, you're playing like a top 15 team in the country during those stretches, so you know that you're capable of playing at a really high level. It's the consistency and all that, but there's something to be said about an identity that forms when you've been through the fires of, like, this is not going well and the wheels are almost totally falling off. I mean, the first half against LSU was as low as maybe I've ever felt about this team, because I was like, this is an LSU team that is without their best player, that is, the arena is not exactly packed.
I was just about to go to sleep and then this pops up. What's up, Cousin Kentucky? I don't know, I might not be on here long. I just got bored. I'm sitting here bagging some, might make some baits. Just made a YouTube video. Trying to make some YouTube videos more often now.
So we're now building a foundation on something that we're like, this is something that we can really now start to generate a lot of momentum on. And now it's like, we know we're capable. I think early in the year we weren't sure if we would be capable.
Doing any fishing this weekend?
Now we know we can do it. So now it's just about how can we now avoid the slow start? How can we stretch that for 40 minutes instead of just 20? How can we get guys dialed in from the very beginning, the guys who really buy into whatever their role is? And that role might be different than what they thought it was coming in, like Bodie Amante. He's maybe carved out a niche, especially in the game against Tennessee. That would maybe a little bit different.
Yes, sir. Good to see you streaming again before snow apocalypse tomorrow. Yeah, it's looking like it's not going to be very good, I guess. I'm hoping the electricity don't go out, but we'll see.
Hey, we've got something to build off of now, which we didn't have for a long stretch, so that's fun.
Sean, did you have a follow-up to that? Or?
I was just going to say that they found themselves in familiar territory at the half. We've seen this before, right? All season long, where the half of things don't go away. Alabama, the list goes on and on. But now they're finding themselves in a different territory at the end of the game when the final four is done.
Might have to do some fishing in the snow tomorrow.
What can they find in those segments of second half?
What's up, everybody coming in? We're going to make some baits tonight. Bagging up some morning dawn helger mites. We're Jolly Bait Company out of Kentucky. You can check out our website. If you guys are interested in making baits, check out our channel. We make soft plastic fishing baits like this right here. What's up, Coma Zero? What's up, man?
And Sean, just kind of about the starts of the game and just kind of the response and resolve that we saw in Baton Rouge. I actually didn't hate what we saw to start the game in Knoxville. Like, I thought that there was some fight. I thought that, it came down to a lack of execution. I think a lot of it was just, you got to give credit where it's due to Tennessee for hitting big shots. Kobe Gillespie was on a different planet, and, other guys hitting uncharacteristic shots that totally against everything leading up to that point, which happens. It's basketball, and I didn't feel as down
I love fishing.
performance in the
Awesome.
half, against Tennessee, but
Yeah, we make soft plastic fishing baits.
necessarily about the fight. I don't think, I think that maybe
Usually I like to
engagement,
go
some
creek
ball
fishing.
watching, and some of those defensive things that
This one
that
right here
continue to
works
pop
really
up.
good
That
in the
is
creek.
frustrating, but I think it was more of just giving credit and hoping that the
What do you like
law
fishing
of
for?
averages kind of play into their favor. And to their credit in the second half, that's exactly how it unfolded. Kentucky started hitting shots, and I think individually, well, I guess to keep them alive, I think the conversation starts with Jasper Johnson. They don't even put themselves in position for the second half.
What's up, love, son?
Without Jasper, so I'm just thrilled with how he responded to that moment and scoring 12 points in the first half, and really made it could have gone even worse. Two fouls for Denzel Avery 2 minutes into the game. Like, it could have spiraled south in a big way. He responds, hits some big shots, keeps in single-digit territory, slips away a
If
little.
you guys are new, we're Jolly Bait Company out of Southern Kentucky. We make soft plastic fishing baits.
Blowing up the way it did.
Check out our website.
Keeping it at arm's reach. I really love that. And then right off the bat, Sean, to start the second half.
If you want to learn how to make baits yourself, you can check out our channel.
Back-to-back threes. Like, from that point forward, they are in position to make that run. So I think it was the battle of two halves for
It's a worm that looks like it will catch fish. Yes, sir.
super important.
I got some worms as well, some like stick worms.
They need both those guys, right? And it's
Make like
Jasper's
these.
able to give you, 19
It's
minutes
probably the
to
most
make
popular
those
bait
shots.
most people use that are soft plastic,
4 assists,
something like that,
just a really efficient night.
or like a grub worm.
I'm not sure every night's going to look like that, but
Those
anytime he's on the floor,
smaller ones.
and that's the biggest addition. And when you look at the last couple games, they've found a way to make the 3-ball. You're right. Early in the second half, I knew Kentucky was going to be there. Like, I was like, they've done enough to get them in a position to.
I can speak from experience. His baits catch fish. Appreciate it, cussing Kentuckian. I don't know if I've talked to you since you've used them. Where have you been using them at? I know you said you fished the Little Baron some. Forgot exactly where you fished at a lot.
But those two being what they're being at point guard, it doesn't always have to be perfect. It just has to be effective. And seeing Denzel do what he's doing down the stretch, they're starting to find something. And this is where it's not a positive that Devin Lowe had an injury. It's not a positive that they don't have him the rest of the way. But given the circumstances and the back and forth of not knowing, it's allowing guys now to just settle in on a roll. To know, okay, this is where I'm going to be. This is
Maine, Barron River, Jennings Creek, and Ball Green mainly this year. Awesome. Jennings Creek. Is that like a smaller creek in Bowling Green? Is it kind of like the Little Baron, kind of? Or smaller? Do you wade Jennings Creek when you fish it?
That's what I'm seeing in the second half. Now it's just about finding the adjustments. What is my identity to jumpstart the game? Where do I want to go with the
I
ball?
might try wading it sometime myself.
Making shots early.
What's up, Carolyn Palmer?
Those things will, I believe, get ironed out over the next couple of games, but they're still establishing an identity of who they are closing games, and that's a huge step in the right direction.
And Spencer, I feel like to start the game, it was also just in Tennessee's identity of.
If anybody's got questions about bait making, I'll try to answer them. I'm coming out with another complete guide to bait making video, talking about where I get all my gear. Probably, I've already got it made. I don't know if I want to drop it tomorrow or next week. I got like 3 videos made though right now, so y'all subscribe if you want to know more about bait making.
And then cooled down, I think settled into, kind of understanding how to guard him and with guarding with fouling and some of those things. But, I think physically.
The trout stream there were the Little Baron, yeah, you just look out for a lot of metal junk. Gotcha. So you mainly catch trout in it?
That was kind of a tale of two halves as well.
That's interesting.
How they went out of their way to attack.
I'm not really fish for trout much.
Kind of turning those weaknesses into a strength.
Yeah, we
Studying English, awesome.
Bad habit right now of letting other teams dictate the early close game.
Do you like fishing a lot? Yeah, I like fishing quite a bit. I made a company based on fishing, so yeah. We've used these soft plastics for fishing. What's good, big man's small boat? If any of you guys are interested in bait making, check out our videos. I'm going to come out with a complete guide, probably drop it tomorrow. I've got 3 videos made. 2 of them are mainly just making different colors. One of them is about a complete guide to talking about kind of where I've gotten all my gear. So.
And Malachi is way too often early in the game, you know, got his legs locked in the middle of the lane, and he's letting Carey come into him.
Definitely be picking up some of your recycled baits in spring. Appreciate it. Big, small boat. Big man, small boat. Means a lot. Yeah, I got a lot of recycled ones. I'm probably going to try to make some more here soon. Actually, I've got some melting down right now. I might try to make some tonight. But yeah, anybody, the recycled baits on the website are cheaper than regular stuff, so check that stuff out for sure. Could be worth trying us out. He says, I mainly fish for smallmouth. Good numbers there, not big ones, but it's close to work. I'll clock out. Gotcha. Yeah. But yeah, that'd be good. Just if I wasn't doing nothing one afternoon, just go there and catch some smallmouth. They still fight hard, I'm sure. Trout are standard stocking size. In the process of getting all your equipment, that's awesome. Yeah, for sure. I'm coming out. I made the video tonight. Kind of just, it's not even really, most of my videos, if you watched them, is mainly me making different colors and showing you guys the colors. Tonight I just made a video of just me straight talking for like 30 minutes of different, like all the equipment that I have, like molds, plastic, injectors, bags, everything, into one video, and it's just me talking, and I'm probably going to put the links and stuff in that. So if you want to wait for that video, you can definitely probably get some good stuff off of there that might help you just a little bit.
So all of a sudden, a 17-point lead goes down to 6, and now all of a sudden it's like you got a ball. And for the first time in the whole game, Tennessee has game pressure on them. So they start to play a little bit tight, and they start to second guess some of those shots they're taking. And guys maybe give up a good look to it. Now I'm not sure, you know. And all of a sudden there's a little bit more pressure than there was before. Same thing with LSU, and now all of a sudden like we're playing.
But yeah, if you guys are wanting to learn more about bait making, definitely subscribe. We got all kinds of videos that can help you out. You can kind of watch us make some before you do. If you want to make a certain color that we already did, I go by step for step, different colors. You can copy them straight from my video. Thousands of dollars in equipment, yeah, for sure. At one point I kind of went through and tried to calculate how much I've spent. But yeah, molds can be, I think the main companies, at least $100 a piece. Most of them are like $200 or $300. Custom molds are $600 a piece, I think. Those are the most expensive stuff. Other than that, it's not really, everything's kind of just not as much, but bags, yeah, for sure. Bags are, custom bags were $1,500 for 10,000 bags, I think. So yeah, that's an investment. I still got plenty of those, I think. Still got 2 full boxes. I think I've finished 1 of 4 boxes since I got them, so nowhere near done with what I've got now.
Not just experience, but having experience playing in the places that they're playing in now. Like these are buildings that he's been in. These are games and opponents that he's played against. And
yeah, I might make some remelts here in a little bit.
In a position on the scouting report now that it's not in a role like he had at Florida, but he's got championship experience. And a lot of
CNC plates ain't cheap, and you got the plastic, the colors, the flake, and all these stuff. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, CNC, that's the biggest thing, is those. And custom ones custom ones are just mainly what you want to have because, I mean, you guys have seen Custom Kentucky. I think you bought some of these, the Helgermite I made, the new designed Helgermite. Those right there. That's my favorite thing I've got, probably. Or the crawl mold. That and the crawl mold's my 2 custom baits. And those are definitely worth it. Wish they'd put the dog out. I just paint creek baits for myself, and that's a spendy hobby. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure it's probably time consuming as well. Don't add it up. It's easier that way. Not sure when you get your custom molds, but I had one done in South Korea for $230. Huh. 5-inch 4-slot injection mold. That's pretty good. $230. Very good. See, I'm wanting to get a designed swim bait, and let me find my swim bait mold. It's back here. See, I got a swim bait injection mold because I wanted to start making swim baits because it's one of the things I don't have. And it's a 4 injection. And this is just really hard to get the tails. The tails do not do good, like hardly ever. And I can get them sometime to work good. I sold it for a little bit. But I just don't like the 4 different injectors. I want to get one injector for multiple swim baits. And they don't make those as much, I guess. $230 Tirador. That's really good. Yeah, that's really good. The guy I got them off mine of is out of Texas. But yeah, it was. I want to say the Helgermite ones actually were like 400 probably, but the crawl molds were 600, I think. But then again, those are a lot bigger as well. I think it's 12 cavities. I think 12 cavities. Yeah.
It's kind of just a by committee approach, and to their credit, they're hitting shots. And Ortega, of all people, has been probably the most consistent all the way up until in Knoxville.
We've seen, like, let's start with Ortega. We've seen with Ortega that he can make shots from the space, right? When he has time to kind of load that really weird kind of loading thing that he does.
Yeah, 602, 230 is definitely. Yeah, I'd understand that. How long did it take it to ship? Because I got my bags from China and it took over a month. I will say though, buying your bags from China was a little bit sketchy, but I used PayPal, so they couldn't really like scam me, I think. But the lady that I got them from was she was very trustworthy, it felt like, because she was like sending me videos every day, and when they like came out with the first like couple samples after I sent them my design, she sent me a mock-up, and then she sent me like a video of her like opening one up and turning it around and showing me everything. But yeah, and the shipping was, I'm sure it was over. It was probably on a ship or something. It took over a month, so from concept to delivered, maybe 2 weeks total. Wow, huh? That's crazy. Is it a certain company, or is it just like somebody off Facebook, or what?
It's not Jalen Lowe, it's Jasper. So now somebody's got to fly to Jasper because it's like, it's code red, we got to get to that guy, he's a shooter. Well, guess who it was? It was the guy who's already been celebrity. And so now he's swinging.
It's just crazy how many people are making baits now. When I first started, like right when Corona started, there was not very many people making baits. It's like everybody started right after that. That's why it's not really hard. It's kind of hard to sell baits anymore. I just kind of make them for fun. Weaver's Moles got you. What's up, Alex Angle? It's been a while.
So he's kind of like, I'm not really at risk of losing my minutes, so they kind of need me to just go out.
What's up, Matthew Otto? If you guys are new here, definitely subscribe. And we got a lot of bait making videos if you guys want to know how to make baits.
So it's all kind of predicated on one another. Where it's like an iron sharpens iron. And we just got a little bit of that going right now, which is great. But we're playing regular rotation, 3 or 4 shooters.
If you guys got any questions, let me know.
Which is what you need to do if you want to keep this going.
Bait making or fishing or whatever.
One quick thought from one quick message from our friend at Parlor Pizza, and then I want to get your take on
Getting close to 2K subscribers.
Chemistry together. But I'm building chemistry with
I
Parlor
kind of quit
Pizza.
making videos when I got to 1,000 subscribers. I kind of quit making videos for like a long time, for like months. Maybe like one here or there when I just got the motivation. And then my subscribers like shot up like 500 over time. Somehow my videos are getting views. So I'm gonna try to like schedule my videos ahead and make a bunch at once. I've got 3 videos right now that's already ready to post. And try to post once a week.
Jasper and Malachi together, I thought even just take away Jasper's shot making. I thought
Check the website out, Little Bear and Crawl, cracks the biggins. Appreciate it, Alex. Yes, sir, Little Bear and Crawl. I will say something, to be completely honest, about the Little Bear and Crawl. So I've had some problems with it, and this is just me being completely honest. Some like bags I'll just open up, and I even had some customers receive, and I had to send some more. Like the claws and the legs on the crawl will like just come off in the bag for some reason. And I've not had any problem with them before, like using them. Like I can use them and catch multiple fish. I mean, I put them in the bag and check them when I put them in the bag, but they would just show up to the customer and have one leg off of them or something in the bag. So I got some, what's it called? I got some, can't remember what it's called. Softener or something that I've got from it's coming in, and I'm gonna start using that. So that should keep that from happening. But I know that bit rod just used W molds, and I think he has a discount code. Gotcha. You just use WU molds. WU molds. Here, I might. Is that like a custom W molds? Is that a custom mold company? I don't think I've heard of WU molds. South Fork Hookermite, East Fork Action Worm are my go-to baits after this past fall. They catch fish. Appreciate it, Cussing Kentuckian. Yeah, I've not had any problems with any of the other baits. Just that was and it's the crawl's not always done that. I don't know if it was just a few, but I had a customer I had to send some more too, because who knows, they may have just ripped them. I don't know. But I got some softener, and it's supposed to keep them from like being too much stress on the legs when they're in the bag, I guess. So I shouldn't have the problem anymore. So does WU molds? Okay, gotcha. Is WU molds out of the US? I might screenshot that and look into it.
Yeah, and Spencer, he brought up just kind of the consistency out of Malachi. Like, I even thought it was a...
You know, I don't know really how much I'm going to try to sell baits much anymore. Kind of just trying to build the YouTube maybe. I'm not sure what I want to do. I kind of want to get a shooting star, but it's not really worth getting a shooting star unless I'm going to start selling in stores, or if I sell online better. I don't sell very well off online like I used to. It's weird because when I first started with my other bags, like my first couple years on like Instagram, first couple years on my website is probably when I made the most money. But I don't post as much now anyway, so. The first couple years I was coming in from work or school every day and posting a video like every other day, so that's when I was making more. I've never had luck with crawls, tubes, or jigs, which I should probably work on this year. Other people say on them. Yeah, so I use crawls. Crawl's always what I use. The ultraviolet speed crawl from Zoom is how I started getting into making baits because they'd be out in the store. The stores will be out of those during COVID, so I was like, I'm just gonna try to make them. And I found an ultraviolet speed crawl mold and started making those. And that's how I got into it. I ended up selling those when I designed my other one, when I designed this crawl. And it's worked just as bad as good. I just like a crawl that's got good action on the claws. Like this crawl right here that I designed. This right here, I mean, it twirls like a curly tail worm almost whenever you're reeling it in. So kind of that fast action movement is what helps me. It helps me catch a lot of fish in the creek. So it's what always was worked. So great luck on tube baits. Yeah, I had a buddy that used tubes quite a bit. I've just not really tried them a whole lot. I've not really tried making them either because it's a lot more work, I think. Yeah, if anybody, you guys are new, drop a like. Helps us out. Check out our videos. We got a lot of videos showing you guys how to make baits. We're going to come out with a complete guide video tomorrow, probably. Talking about where I've got all my equipment and everything.
I was like, that was a hometown kid who was a good recruit, but not like a top 10 kid, but who was big and neat space. And his freshman year, I remember watching him, and I was like, him from November all the way to March when they won the national championship when he was a freshman coming off the bench. He showed a ton of growth, and then as a sophomore is when he really took off and became like what he ended up becoming. And I look at Malachi, hometown kid, just like Donovan, really big, neat space, growing a ton his freshman year, almost the same size. I was like, maybe there's some comparison there in my mind, and I just kind of kept thinking about that. So if he turns out to be like that at some point, that'd be incredible. He's on such a trajectory right now; it's really fun to watch. Probably even more so for Sean, because Sean had to deal with him in high school over and over again. It's a huge headache for him. It's just really fun to watch, though.
Huge headache for me, but
If any of you guys aren't following me and my buddy's hunting fishing channel, go check that out. It's called The Chase. Just type in The Chase Jolly Bait Company and it'll pop up first one, I think. We're gonna do a giveaway on some turkey calls that's coming in. This company's giving us some turkey calls this year, so we bought some extra ones. We're gonna do a giveaway, so go subscribe to that. Of course, the dog will not shut up.
But you're rolling with a purpose. You're finding a body. You're making contact. That's the physicality that wins you games.
Fish them slow, always have. That might be a problem.
That's the physicality.
Oh yeah, fish the crawl slow. Yeah, so whenever I fish those, I'll put on a Texas rig, and I'll make sure whenever I first make the claws, I don't know if it's with the mold, they'll be stuck together. The hair on there, they'll be stuck to the other claws. You just got to pull them off, and I'll just cast out and then kind of bounce it off the bottom, like pull it up slow and then reel in fast. Not like too fast, but like probably like a medium kind of pace, I guess, instead of real slow or fast, real fast. But then I'll just reel down and then pull up slow, and then reel down, pull up slow. And that's always what's helped. It's always what's been best. Just midsummer when they're really, really active. It's just when I've used
I
them.
don't know where the season would be at this point, but he's been very steady. It's not that you're going to get 15.
Oh yeah, what's my one confidence lure?
But man, he's going to do his job. He's not going to complain about
Again, like I'll say, probably
that are required for you to be successful. And
confidence
allow these other guys
lure.
to make shots, and now you're seeing it all kind of come together in a half.
I mean, I would say right now my favorite to use is the Hilgermite. And it depends where I'm at too.
Regular conversation,
But
it's even more positive.
right now, this is my first pickup.
Yeah, I think
Second
that's
pickup
where
would
I
be
wanna
the
take
crawl.
conversation next.
If I'm at the river, which is where I fish at the most. But I will say confidence lure, if I'm anywhere, pond, lake,
Same trajectory with Malachi. I hope at
River,
insane,
creek,
lucrative finish
probably
for this
white
team,
grub.
they're not going
Pretty
to get there
simple,
without
but
playing a full 40 minutes.
I feel like I can catch
Fun as it is,
off a
you're
white
still
grub. I
looking
feel like
for
you can
big
catch anything,
comebacks and
anywhere.
3 straight 12-plus point comebacks dating back to Mississippi State. Like, this is not a sustainable place to live in. You play with fire, you will get burnt. Eventually,
What's y'all's confidence lure?
40 minutes from the second half and take away what you ate in the first half.
Oh yeah, check out this color though. This is off one of our last videos. Our last couple videos, I've kind of just like put in one color and kind of started mixing colors to try to find something good.
This color is called Midnight. We made this on one of our last videos. It's pretty cool. It looks like looking at a midnight sky. Holographic flake. Pretty
I think
cool.
a lot of that is getting up and down the course quicker, early. We create a lot of momentum. We create a lot of offensive sustainability by like in our transition game. And what surprises me is we're one of the best transition teams in the country. This team is really efficient in transition, and Jasper only makes that better. Like he had that transition 3 that pulled up. That was gutsy. That was a really gutsy play. And to what Sean and I were talking about earlier, that's a play he doesn't make 3 weeks ago. You know, if he's subbing in real quick for Jalen Lowe. But he made it now because he was feeling good and all that. And he was in a good rhythm. We got to get up and down the court a little bit more early. When we started our comeback against Mississippi State, it's when we got out and started running. Generated a couple turnovers. We got a little bit more.
Oh
aggressive
crap! I
passing
gotta take
lane.
pictures of these
We
actually.
were seeking out contact. We were a little bit more aggressive in defending ball screens, making them uncomfortable. Teams are way too comfortable against us early in the game. We are not making them uncomfortable. We're not getting them out of
This is one of my videos I made. It's not posted yet.
Making some pure gold
fishing baits.
Playing practice against the shell drill, you know, for us defensively. And we weren't getting out and running. Part of that is to get out and running.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna let this dog out.
We're not generating stops super early on in the game. We're letting that first segment, we're letting teams stack up 8, 9, 10, 12 points. Again, Mississippi State opened the game 12 or 14 from the field. It's impossible to get out and run in transition unless you get stops and you rebound the ball. And, you know, when you let Mississippi State open the game 12 or 14 from the field, you're not going to be able to do that. So our defensive intensity and effort in making teams uncomfortable and really kind of getting after them and being the aggressor on that end of the floor creates some misses. And then don't be so timid on the offensive end now and like set something up or whatever. Like let's just get out and run. We used to say when I was in South Florida, now we were never talented enough to do it, but Coach Gregory would always say like, if I don't have to call a play in the first 5 minutes of the game, I'm going to be the happiest coach in America. Like you don't want to have to call plays early on. You've got plays queued up.
Interesting. I catch smallies in current with inline spinners doing the same thing all day. It's always felt like a twitch long pause kind of baked me.
Yeah. I don't know. That's just always what I've done. Like on the Little Baron, I'll just cast out in like a deep hole or right when the current's stopped, kind of where you think to throw a hugger mine at and let it drift down. But again, like ultraviolet speed curl is always what I use as live. Well, I've got into making crawls.
But confidence lure is purple 4-inch worm Texas rig.
Purple 4-inch worm Texas rig. Huh. See, I actually just made a video, and I was wondering if people actually use purple as a fishing like color, because I feel like I've used purple. I feel like I've used purple with like purple flake, but I don't think I've used like a purple color bait. Like, I'll go ahead and show you that color. It might be like a darker purple that you're talking about. I don't know. But I'll show you that color in a second. My next, I'm not sure which video I want to post next, but I got one that's called, it's going to be like a grape color, grape and wild berry is my next one. And we'll see. But they turned out pretty good. I think the color's good.
Where do you fish at mostly? Big man, small boat?
Or what state? If you guys are new here, subscribe, like, and let us know if you like our videos. We got videos bait making. If you got any questions, bait making. We got showing you like colors being made, and we got soft plastic fishing lures on our website.
Mine's an underspin with a sun gill color, finesse paddle tail trailer. Gotcha. Sun gill color.
And they've been developing over the last couple of games. Now it's about how do you
Oh yeah, that'd be good.
first half. What is we know our identity late. You're finding the identity late. What is our identity early? Because that first 5 minutes you're getting your feet wet.
You know, I don't know. Most people probably fish in the lake, so it's probably a lot different than what I'm saying. My go-to lure is a Helgermite, but I mainly fish rivers, so that's probably why.
What's your take on the playoffs so far? As long as the Pats don't win the bowl, I'm a happy guy.
Yeah, so I guess you're seeing my Bears hoodie. I was pretty happy with the Bears, what they did. They definitely should have won. They definitely could have won against the Rams. It's just, I guess, a little luck to it. But at the same time, they had to come back anyway. I don't know. They'll be all right. They'll probably make it back in the next few years, I feel like. But with the teams left, I think it's going to be Rams and I don't know. I think the Broncos are going to win just somehow. I think the Broncos are going to win.
They're a nostalgia team for me, yeah.
My dad's a Bears fan, and I really just got into it this year, so, or last couple of years, because they've been terrible.
Spencer, that's your question. Can they get to that point?
Yeah, we definitely can. We're building, like we talked about earlier, we're building stuff. And like Sean knows more than anybody, you know, being an MVP, he knows like when
Bag up some recycled baits. Everybody check out our website. Recycled baits are cheaper, really cheap. Go check it out, jollybaitcompany.com.
guys get really comfortable and guys get confident in their role. Like you're saying, Average right now developed a lot of confidence in his role, where I think he lost confidence early on after that Louisville game. He seemed that, you know, he opened the season.
If I got enough people in here, I might just have to do a giveaway.
And after the North Carolina game, he totally dropped off. And now he's
Send out a couple packs or something.
But yeah, I mean, you know, we're playing with fire.
I don't know how I'd do it
There were a
though.
couple things that, against all odds, happened to let us. You know, I'm not trying to be negative, but like the LSU kid missing 2 free throws there with a second and a half to go. You know, you have the Jacoby Gillespie kid, an 87% free throw shooter. He went 2 of 4 in the final 2 minutes.
On YouTube Live.
You know, like we had some things really.
Chiefs and 49ers, guys. This was not a good season for me. 49ers just injuries, man.
If they didn't have a bunch of injuries, they would have been fine, probably.
Ravens fan.
New coach. I wanted the Bills. If the Bears didn't, I wanted the Bills to win. But
Sean, what can 2 more wins? They're either quad one and you're but to just turn 3 wins, which has not been done ever in the Mark Bova era, which is crazy to me. He's not won 3 straight regular season SEC games as the head coach. So for him to start get a three-game winning streak in the league, turn it into 5 games, going into a massive week next week against Vandy and Arkansas. You know, how confident would a 2-0 pod?
Trying to think of how I can do a giveaway. I might just do, if anybody wants to buy anything off the website, for every 2 bags you buy, get a free recycled pack maybe. Might do that. If anybody buys, for every 2 baits you buy, I'll throw in a free recycled pack tonight. I might do that tomorrow as well, I don't know. Wife is Dallas fan. Oh gosh. Anyone ever used a custom built rod? Random thought. I've not used a custom built rod. I've thought about getting one made. I got a really good rod this year. That's the first one I bought in forever.
Scenario when it comes to tournament play, but finding a way to get back-to-back quad one wins, and now you move into another week. It's about stacking that success. Maybe it doesn't show up on your resume, but losing certainly does. So that's the end that you want to stay away from. Can I continue to stay on the positive side of momentum, building something within each individual game, and what can I carry over from this week to this week? It's coming up that I can build on that then sets me up as we go throughout and move into February. I mean, we're now 5 games into the league, and just a couple of weeks away from being at the midpoint of that threw me off for a second because I can see the top of my head.
I was gonna show you mine. I don't know where it's at.
The quad one territory. The resume's not bad. It's not bad. Put it back up there. When you really look at this thing, it's
There it
not
is.
bad.
I'll get it out in a second. I got a new Shimano reel with a Dobbins rod, and I really like it.
In the bottom half, that's just crushing.
Kittle got took out, and it was over. Yeah. I have several I use. They're good but expensive. Yeah, I bet. Took a rod building class. That's interesting.
They can build on with plenty of Q1s available between now and March.
Yeah, if you get pretty good at that, I might have to get one from you, Alex.
Anna Campbell.
I've never tried anything like that. I don't know. What's the benefit of getting a custom rod? Like,
Spencer, I'll toss that one to you. I think.
does it make them like good for a certain area or certain type of fishing?
Especially with the physicality in the second half, came up with 4 offensive rebounds, leading to all those second chance points. 17 second chance points. We're massive.
I want to learn how to build rods, but I already do so much. Yeah. I feel like it's definitely time consuming, I'm sure. Don't sleep on Dialogue Crossfires, $30 for them on sale. Yeah, for sure, Dialogue. Dialogue, is that how you say it? Found them at Walmart, probably. The reason I got a Dobbins rod, one of my buddies told me that was his favorite rod, and I just was like, sure, I'll buy one. And you can get them for like, I think the one I got was like $130, which is really high for something I'd buy. I usually buy cheap rods. But it says it's got a lifetime warranty, so I was thinking I fish a lot around the river, and I've broken a few rods and lost a few, so. Probably a good option for me. Anybody new here tonight? We're doing, if you purchase 2 bags on our website, we'll throw, for every 2 bags you purchase, we're throwing in a pack of recycled baits. Got some recycled hooker mites right here in a brown color.
And I think it kind of helped set the tone, and then to his credit, he didn't actually swing on anybody at the end of the game.
You can build it to your specific needs, for example, the butt length, the spacing of the guys to get more out of your action color quality build. Gotcha. I used to use Fluger gear, but it's gone so far downhill in the past decade, I don't bother anymore. Fluger. I feel like I've seen somebody use that on YouTube, probably like Creek Fishing Adventures or something. Or maybe he uses something different, I don't know. Maybe it's Shimano that he uses. I think it is Fluger. I don't know.
Yeah, but you know what a lot of guys did? That's how we got down 17. And he hit a 3. I think he was 2 or 4 deep. Only played 10 or 12 minutes. I think maybe he could have played even a little bit more, but I would have liked to see him and Diamante maybe play side by side for a few more minutes.
Loomis, St. Croix, old.
Yeah, there was a lot of good stuff in this otherwise.
Yeah, I bet. I've done the same thing. Which I've always had a Lewis spinning rod from like Walmart is what I usually get. Or I still got one. It was like $80 at the time I got it. And then I bought one for I think $100, an ultralight one off online. And I bought it and it came in with the tip of it broke off. So I sent them a picture and they gave me my money back, and I just fixed it and kept it. And I ended up losing it in the river one day. But yeah, that was one of my favorite rods. Ultralight Blues. It's one of my favorites.
Like I feel like
Because every fish you caught with that thing felt like a
rotation
monster.
is still an obvious question.
Going crappie fishing felt like you were catfishing or something.
Answered any question that we had about it.
Not really, but
I asked
you know what I mean.
before the Tennessee game. You know,
Ugly sticks are your go-to for cheap rods.
He said,
I think I've had one of those
I have
before.
no idea. Like,
too,
I'm not
as
even
well.
gonna lie to you right now. I'm just that is I have no.
But yeah, there's not really any need to
Your
get something
business
really
is
expensive
fine.
unless you just
I appreciate the transparency.
feel
So,
like it, I guess.
Where do things stand for you in that regard, Spencer?
Especially the kind of fishing that I do, where you're losing rods and breaking rods all the time.
260-pound question mark that is Jake White.
Not because they're big, but because you just not paying attention.
Physical and all that. We saw all of that in St. John's. The thing with him is, well, we always do this. He's gonna need time in order to
Hit me up on Insta for if you want a custom build.
Yeah, for sure, Alex. I'll hit you
that
up.
time is a little bit not running out.
Are you like planning on like starting a company with it, or
Into the player that we all
what's your plan?
basketball court. And obviously, on the show where it's the starting continual, so it might be a kind of a continual in-out thing like we saw with Lamont Butler last year, like we were seeing for a little bit with Jalen Lowe. That doesn't help. That is a detriment to the team and to the flow and to the rhythm that you're in, and guys are constantly changing roles, and is Brandon Garrison going to play, and is Malachi our guy, or are we trying to split minutes with JQ? So I think, I don't know the answer to that, but I think that window is dwindling a little bit for him to fully become the impact player that we were hoping to see going into this season. I think I'd like to see him work back into the lineup one more time, and then I think if the swelling redevelops, then I think you have to have a real serious discussion about maybe shutting him down. Because obviously there's maybe something going on, there's maybe some scar tissue in there that needs to be cleared out or something.
Some
But I
action
would like to
worms.
see him get worked into the rotation.
Some action worms getting
Yeah, we
bad.
played Brandon Garrison 18 minutes on Saturday. That's 18 minutes that, just being honest, I would probably rather see JQ play, right? Or maybe there's games where JQ is bringing it like St. John's and it flips, and JQ's the one playing 25, 26 minutes, and maybe Malachi gets 14, whatever. But having just two really good complementary bigs who are capable of quite a bit.
So I'm older now and just got into kayak fishing.
Maybe a Brandon Garrison.
Actually made me want to get out and fish again.
Is that then
Yeah, kayak fishing is the way. Is definitely my favorite. I don't know.
it's hard to
One of my
say for
friends
sure,
like
but I do know
was
it
completely
might be
against it.
a window for JQ's closing a little
At
bit.
first, he like would get it in his kayak and have to get out and fish on the bank because he just didn't like it so much. But now it's like probably his favorite. Yeah, it's for sure my favorite.
That would not be.
I like
that
just
would not be fun, but
floating
it
all day
is-
long.
At least Malachi is playing at a level.
Maybe do
that
some camping
it's not like an
sometimes.
absolute need.
Just
It
floating
wasn't
all day
anybody
long,
like every
catching
single help
smallmouth
that they
and-
make. Like, honestly, it's an afterthought. Like he's icing on the cake of.
End of the
like,
day,
I-
clean them on the side of the river,
with-
cook 'em up.
I prefer him to be the off guy alongside with.
I got a Perception Outlaw kayak and it's my favorite thing ever.
Here lately, to not be just a total negative, to be like,
Things are
hey,
perfect.
We're not losing minutes every time he's on the floor, so I prefer Jaden, but it's not like
I'd
that
love
every time we
to
see
sell
more out.
right now, but I'm still getting confidence in it before I'm ready to offer a service to the public. At least get into repairing rods. That's what most people would want or need. Gotcha, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
The updated odds, so no longer on the updated list to win the national championship. The deepest it goes is Virginia at plus 5,000, but still.
I have no shame in packing my daughter's telescopic Zebco
Do you
so
like
much in the past 2 years.
Yeah, I agree. Which I can't really attest to the past 2 decades, but
For Kentucky?
Yes.
past few years I could definitely
Plus
agree with that.
2,200.
I mean, yeah, I mean, it's, if you hit that one, I mean, I'm still.
Most of the rods I buy again though have been from like Walmart or Cabela's, just real, not real expensive ones. But I got the Dobbins rod and that's definitely been my favorite so far.
Definitely not that, so let's see, if you've seen enough now.
What's up, Kirk Lewis?
If anybody is new here, check out our website, jollybaitcompany.com. If you buy, for every 2 packs you buy tonight, you get a free pack of our recycled baits.
Perfect time to order right before this snowstorm comes in. Sure they'll get mailed there still. I think the mail comes in the morning before it snows.
Download the BetMGM app and sign up. Use the promo code on free deposit using $10 to place your first wager on any game. You will receive up to $1,500 in bonus bets if your bet loses. Just make sure you use bonus code on.
Combo my work van, don't tell my boss. Telescopic rule can come in handy. I've not really I brought one with me to Colorado when we went there, and I was gonna try to use it, but it's kind of hard to get them to.
Yeah, I think a couple things, you know.
I think I bought this one online. I don't know. I don't know how good it is, but I definitely should try using this more.
So, winning the glass, battling on the glass, all the stuff we just talked about.
I got 2 of these actually. I think the other one's a little bit cheaper, maybe.
We got to be really physical on the glass. Guards have to rebound down. It's a really good opportunity for us. Texas is right on the border of a quad 1 win. It's not quite what Sean loves, but it's probably what Sean likes. A quad 2 win. But like they're hot. They're coming off of a win on the road.
Here's my Dobbin draw I was talking about.
Pretty good Vanderbilt team by 16 points. That's really good.
Might be a little dirty.
Texas struggles again. We talked a little bit about that LSU team. Actually, the ball sticking a lot more with LSU because Kentucky.
Shimano reel.
Whole different level.
It's great.
I think they're 330th in assist rate. So they are a lot of one. So individual defense is going to be really, really important. We need to put a premium on really getting locked in on our matchup, playing really, really good individual defense, being in help. Right.
What's up? What we shooting?
The ball is not gonna
We're not shooting any right now. I'm just talking and bagging some right now.
They're gonna put themselves in position to get angles and stuff.
I do have some heating up though. I might
The Trayvon Mark
probably just gonna do some recycled ones.
He's a good playmaker and stuff. So we need to get really locked in.
What's up, UWP Custom Baits?
Defense and really knowing our matchup and then being really, really solid and helping.
Appreciate you coming in.
Bad shots, 'cause they will take bad shots if you force them into it, because they're not a team that's going to move the ball. But Texas is a game that could be a quad 1 win when all said and done by the time the year's over. They're stacking wins.
You make custom soft plastics.
And let's hope that I like the nickname Rally Cats for this team. Let's hope we don't need that this week. I don't want to.
Telescopic rods aren't much worse than the 2-piece ones on.
Let's get out early and let's feel good. Let's get the fans over on something exciting early on.
Oh yeah, sure. I've seen videos of people doing that. Using like the Spider-Man rod for a giant catfish.
They're out there, but I thought claw cats was one that kind of started gaining steam.
I see Captain Crash 21 clawback cats. I like that.
Clawback cats. I do like that.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
I do like that.
Fun fight, yeah. Should check his channel out, Jolly. Subscribe to the filler. Yeah, I'll for sure check it out.
Wednesday to continue this moment.
Soft plastic, just off the shelf mold. Gotcha. Yeah, I'll check your channel out. Appreciate you coming in, UWP. I need to start watching other bait making videos from other people because I think most of my followers are probably bait makers as well. So we can watch each other's videos. Mine's mainly for beginners though, I'm sure. I'm not really like in depth. I kind of just make random colors and video it. I just ordered 2 packs of baits. Appreciate that, big man. Small boat. Throw you in some. What recycled bait do you want? I got stick worms.
Negative I've been with my thoughts. There we go from Blue Pool UK. Yeah, I've been very negative on this team, and it's been totally justified. Like I hated this team's heart. I hated their just the want-to. It did like I hate feeling like
Stick worms, Ned rigs,
about
Pilgrites.
wins and losses.
Just let me know what other pack you want.
I thought that Gonzaga game was a disgrace.
Mostly all of them is like a brown color right now.
All of the
Sometimes I'll do like a black. Sometimes I've done like a red, but I just got mainly brown. Brown's probably my favorite one with the recycled baits though.
starting 0-2 in the conference. I think it was all totally justified. I love the response against
Hooker mites,
Indiana,
gotcha.
but Indiana is who they are. St. John's is a better win now, and I love the
Do you want like this? It's like a 3-inch hooker mite, or do you want the one that's the newer one that's like a little bit shorter?
was the first time that it really, like,
This
that
hooker
felt like
mite,
a
or
desperation. This feels more like
This is my
identity
custom.
based.
The other one's my custom designed
Does
hooker
have,
mite.
like, his finding his heart and finding his confidence. So yeah, as negative as I was about the team early on in the non-conference and to start the SEC,
This is the one I custom designed.
flipping on the opposite end.
It's a little bit smaller.
In terms of optimism that they're learning how to win games the way you need to win games in
Okay.
a tournament. Life is
Oh, okay. You ordered one of these. Okay.
Nashville to SEC.
So I'll throw this back in there with your
You're going to find yourself down, like you're going
with your
to
order.
find yourself
Appreciate it.
to need to come back. Like going down.
Appreciate
to
it,
Baton
big
Rouge
mans.
by 30 would have done nothing for this team long term outside of adding a quad 1 win.
It was the cheapest generic unbranded one, decent combo. Honestly, bought it to t-shirt, boy go fishing, but somehow I think.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Over the moon about where they are.
Hey, live red baits. Live red worm's probably the best thing to use anyway half the time.
The hole they dug was really, really, really deep, and now they're not out of it. They're climbing out of it, but they're at least like halfway out of the pit. Pessimism was totally justified early, but they're slowly but surely.
If anybody's new, check out our website for every 2 packs you buy tonight or tomorrow or whatever. I'll throw in some recycled baits.
Where can fans find your work?
@_Coach S. Smith. It's really fun.
And check out our channel. We got tons of bait making videos. If you are wanting to learn how to do it, check out our stuff.
Keep winning. That's all I'm gonna say.
Custom hooker might look sick, appreciate it.
PW?
Now come back home and let's see what rubber.
I've only got 2 custom baits. Most of mine are probably like bass tackle molds or fat guys, but my crawl and this hooker mite's my custom ones. But
different ways, because that's great. Because then you're just building, again, you're building an identity and a belief in yourself. Like, hey, we can win in all sorts of different ways, which is really fun.
They are fire. Appreciate it, Alex. If I didn't owe money on property taxes, I'd be putting in all good.
Custom Kentucky, all good.
Just keep finding ways to win. We need a good week this week. We need to take care of business at home. Take care of business with these 2 games, and then you have a really tough road stretch. You have a tough swing with.
Like I said earlier, I'm not
I'm
like being trying to sell like a whole lot. Lately, I've just there's so many people that make baits now. It's kind of hard to sell and to sell like a whole lot. When I first started, there weren't as many people making them, and I just don't post as much as I used to. Kind of just do it now for fun. And I'm trying to build my YouTube up a little bit, I guess.
Plenty of plastics left over from last year. I didn't get to fish as much as I wanted to.
Yeah, me too. I didn't really get to fish much a whole lot last year either. But yeah, I need to use some of my extra plastics. I've got so much plastic sitting around. I mean, look at all this plastics. There, and then all of these crappie baits, and then I got a bunch hanging up here that I'm trying to bag up, and also got some like name brand stuff on the other side that I don't really use. I do some, but I don't know. I got so much plastic under my table too, I need to remelt and make some more of it.
What's your favorite color, Jolly? I know you use the remelts to fish, but if you had to pick one. I mean, I use the remelts quite a bit, but I usually do use regular colors, I will say. So, like, whenever I'm making, like, custom colors, half the time I'll have, like, an extra, like, say I usually do these in 12 per pack, and they come in 8 in each cavity, or in each mold. So I'll have, like, an extra, like, 8 or 4 left over. And I'll usually use different colors, but my favorite color right now is definitely that color right there, Morning Dawn. If you guys have not seen, I think I made a video, is like my favorite soft plastic color, best soft plastic color. Some guy in Lexington requested me to make him this color in the Elkhorn Hellgrammite, and he actually fishes the Elkhorn Creek, which is what I named the bait after. And he told me to make it in Morning Dawn, and I think I've used Morning Dawn in something before, like a stick worm. Like before I started making baits, I'd seen Morning Dawn before, and there's been multiple times I've fished at the river and not really caught fish, and then picked up the Morning Dawn in the Hellgrammite, and it's caught me fish a lot. So also there's a video, I've got a video on YouTube. If you guys just look up the Chase Jolly Bait Company, it'll be the first channel called the Chase to pop up. And I've got a video, it's called, what's it called? It's like Slow Start with Big Finish or something. Maybe it's something different, I'd have to look it up. Anyway, we caught so much fish off the Morning Dawn color that day. We got to one hole and we were just catching them over and over and over, and I actually ended up catching one of the biggest smallmouth I've caught. But Morning Dawn's for sure my favorite color, most confident color. A lot of fishing is just picking one that you're confident with and just running with it, because half the time, I don't know if it really matters what color. I know a lot of people swear it does, but if you're using a plain color like green pumpkin, it's green pumpkin, watermelon, black and blue. I don't know if it really matters. It's a great creek to float on the yak. Yeah, for sure. Alex, the Elkhorn, I've never fished it. I want to though, bad. Good luck with the remelts. Usually I get a black or brown with a lot of random flake, and they never fail me. Yeah, for sure. I think I've used the browns. I mean, they got a bunch of different flake in them, but the browns and the Hellgrammite's what I've used a lot. Brown's a pretty good color for the Hellgrammite, I will say. What state are all you guys fishing at? I know Cussing Kentuckians in Kentucky, pretty close to me, but yeah, I think I knew Alex was from Kentucky. It's just been a while. I've not been on here in a while. I don't remember everybody. I think Alex has bought baits from me multiple times. Pretty sure you have. Eastern North Carolina, awesome. I don't think I've ever been to North Carolina. We fish the same creek when I have the time to drive over there. Yeah. It's a good creek. It's a great creek. Of course, my computer's frozen up. Only other state I fish is Tennessee. Yeah, same. I've fished it in like Florida before, but we actually videoed a creek down in southern Tennessee that me and my buddy fished. We actually made a video fishing out of it. And for some reason, I feel like the smallmouth fought better down there for some reason. And you'd usually think that they'd fight better up north for smallmouth, I feel like, but depends. Lots of pressured lakes, our rivers and coastal fishing is where it's at. Gotcha. Yeah, there's a lot of, I feel like there's a lot of pressured lakes around here, but there's spots you can find that have fish. Most of the time. If you're with people that know the lake, it's best. I'm gonna sit here and watch this video that I was talking about while I'm doing this. Or turn it on for noise. If anybody's new here, check out our channel. We make a lot of soft plastic fishing baits. And our website, anybody buys 2 packs tonight, I'll throw in an extra pack of recycled baits. UWP, have you ever looked at like selling on Whatnot? I sold on there I was selling on there last year, which it takes so much fees off, so it's impossible. I was selling on there last year, like not when it first came out, but like whenever I was doing it, there wasn't as many people selling on there fishing stuff. And I was actually making decent, like on recycled baits. But it's like impossible now. You can't sell anything unless you're like giving it away. So I quit doing that. At first I was like, oh my gosh, I found a way to sell these good. Yeah, once I got my kayak, I try to avoid the big waters as much as possible. Yeah, I'd like to get a kayak where I can fish big water with eventually. Like a pedal kayak maybe, or it's just you really got to find areas where you got to find good areas that you're not going to have to like pedal real far from. I mean, the good thing about it is though, if you're in a kayak, you're going to be fishing like certain areas harder than if somebody's just coming by in a bass boat and just casting 3 casts in a wide span. I grew up around Dale Hollow, and the smallies are legendary over there. Yeah, I'd love to try mine for smallmouth on Dale Hollow. I fished it a couple of times, just not very much. Me and my cousin went out there before, and we just didn't know what we were doing at the time. But for sure, I'd love to catch some giant smallmouth out of a lake. I mean, the biggest ones I catch out of the river are maximum 3 pounds, and I feel like smallmouth in the river, they look big, but they're not as heavy, like weight wise, as like largemouth. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know. I feel like we'll pull one out and we're like, oh my gosh, that's definitely a 3-pound smallmouth, but you weigh it and it's like 1.5 pounds. But then you'll catch like a bass in a pond and you're probably like, oh, that's probably 2 pounds. And then it's more like 4 pounds. I don't know. That's how I feel. They're for dinner plates, like for some reason. Oh yeah. like you said, the online market is a little flooded. Most of the followers make baits. Mostly deal with my local shops and form a pretty good relationship with them. Yeah, that's for sure the way to go. I got into like probably 7 or 8 stores a couple of years ago, but I've been in college, so I've not really kept up with it very well. But that's for sure the way to go, probably. I still have 2 stores that I've kept up with really good. But other than that, the online market's impossible, just about. A Sin 12T has served me well for 10 years. 5 pounds empty, but yeah, those Ascends are really heavy. I've got an Ascend here. It's probably I don't know if it's a 12 foot. I think it is. But yeah, those are really heavy. I agree. Del Hollow Smallies are weird. They're either footballs or twigs. Yeah, I'd just really like to get into lake fishing more. I've just not really ever been able to. We've not got a boat. I mean, I could go kayaking at Del Hollow, but it is pretty far away from where I'm at anyway. And I don't know what I'm doing. I feel like I'd go there and probably not catch anything. Just talked to a local shop near me to get my baits in it. That's awesome. Yeah, that's the way to go if you're going to sell them. I mean, still, you're not going to make a killing, but if you're doing it for fun, that's some good extra money. But yeah, I always do this. I start bagging these up and I heat some up in this pot, and then I just be like, oh, I'm tired. I don't really want to make a bunch. But I still might. I don't know. Get the sprayed grass color. Get you a kayak light enough for a depth finder and a decent battery. Keep the sit inside for the creeks. Yeah, for sure. My Perception Outlaws, it's a sit on top, and I just don't know if it'll fit like a trolling motor on the back or anything. I don't know. It did come with a depth finder though, fish finder. So that would be pretty neat to try to use. I dump their money right back into the hobby. Time out of it what you make money wise. Yeah, that's for sure, man. When I first started doing it, I was in high school, and it kind of just gave me something to do, and I really liked doing it. And I was fishing all the time, so I don't know. But yeah, if I could go back, I'd be like, don't invest that much, because you're not gonna make it back. I mean, I still could eventually. I talked to a guy that we knew that was kind of in charge of a chain store. He was wanting to have a meeting with me and stuff, and I was this is when I first kind of started, so I wasn't as prepared. And then I might try to talk with that again eventually. I don't know, but I've gotten into some subscription box companies, and that's been a decent amount of money for those. Considering the couple I got in, it wasn't an insane discount. It wasn't an insane amount of discount. It was a little bit, but. And I got a lot of orders from doing that. If you get yourself in a subscription box company, yeah, the pricing, you're going to have to sell it for a percentage off of what your regular price is, but you're going to be sending it out to a bunch of fishermen that will buy your baits again. I got in contact with a monster bass. I actually I had a phone call with him, and he was like wanting to buy my bags like for like $1.10 a piece. And I was like, I guess he didn't realize that I was like, well, I didn't want him to know, I guess, that I'm a home bait maker. I just told him I was a small bait company made in America, and he said, give me a call, and I just gave him a call. And we talked about it, and well, it just didn't work out, but I don't know. Eventually, if I got like a shooting star, I could do something like that, but right now, there's no way. I have to make thousands of bags and only make like $1 a piece off of them. It's not worth it at all. Maybe it would be. I don't know. I don't know what y'all think. You're getting sent out to all kinds of fishermen, giving them a sample, but you're getting paid for it. I don't know. Might lose some money, but I might gain money eventually. I don't know. Take the giant sin on Little Baron. I just wear waders, dragging it over those gravel barrels, even on the green sucks. Yeah, I agree. That using our sin at the Little Baron is just, you're dragging all the time. I can see it as a lifelong investment. Hopefully I can pass it down to the kiddos. Yeah, for sure. Probably could. What's up, Dale or Whitfield? Yeah, you could for sure pass it on. Might be what I have to do. I don't know. I was thinking I could try to sell it and sell all the social media like with it too. But I just don't know how much you'd get out of that. Sell it to somebody, I don't know, some high school kid or that could really get into it. This is why I buy from you, not just made in America, it's made in the next county over. By the creek I fish on. Yeah, for sure. That's pretty special. All the baits are named after waters in Kentucky, mainly. Like the East Fork and South Fork. I guess those could be named after any creek. I started not to make a business for money. I got real tired of my favorite colors being sold out, so I'd help cover a mold or two. Yeah, for sure. That's probably how it is for most people now, I guess. Like I said, I don't know if you was here earlier, but I started when Corona just got out, and there was like stores and they were like missing the Zoom Ultra Speed Crawl. They were out of it, and I was like, that's all I ever used to fish. So I was like, I'm gonna try to make it. So I found an Ultra Speed Crawl mold online and some do-it molds, and that's how I started. Trying to just make us some baits to use, but then I was like, I'm just gonna start a company. Because I was an idiot, I guess, I don't know. And to make the colors I wanted to fish, yeah. I had to drive over the Little Baron to renew my license. Scout the bridge.
Yeah, for sure. That bridge is a good one too, I'm sure. I think I know which one. The one kind of in Edmonton. Here's my custom crawl. I don't know if I showed everybody. I don't know, UWP. I don't know if you know this or answer to this, but like, so like I started making this crawl and I've not really had any problems with it, I feel like. But I had a couple of customers send me pictures like of my baits in the back, coming out of the bag, and like the legs of these. None of the other baits I've had problems with, but like the legs of these would just be popped off of the body. And like maybe a claw, not really the claws, but mainly like the legs. And they would just be pulling them out of the bag and the legs would be popped off. Do you know what the reason for that would be? Because I feel like it's not on all of them, it's just random. And I looked it up and I think some stuff said that I needed some like softener maybe. It's something to add in your plastic when you're making them. I can't remember what it was. If it was like softener, plastic softener, I don't know. But it says something online that maybe the legs in the crawl were having too much stress in the bag, being pressed up against the bag, and that was ripping them off. And if I added that softener in there, it would help that, or they wouldn't break. I don't know. I've not had much of a problem with it using them, but it's weird. And you don't want people sending that back saying that, because you want them to be good. Everybody ready for the ice storm of the century? Yeah, I'm definitely ready, I guess. Hope I'm out of school for a couple of days. I don't know if the university will cancel. But hopefully it's not much ice. Hopefully it's mainly snow, I guess. I'm trying to find this video, maybe. Also, I made a couple of videos. We got like 3 videos ready, and this one is a sneak peek. Pure gold fishing lures. Pure gold. Yeah, I agree. We can take 2 feet of snow, maybe. Just no ice. No to the ice. If any of you guys are new here, check out our channel. We got a lot of bait making videos showing you how to make them. And check out our website. If anybody, for every 2 bags you buy tonight, I'm throwing in a extra pack of our recycled baits. If you guys got any questions, let me know. Right here's some of our sprayed grass crawls. It's like a watermelon with green flake on one side, and then the other side's green pumpkin with purple flake. Pretty cool color. Everybody go check out this one video before you go to bed. Just type in the Chase Jolly Bait Company. This right here. This video right here. Morning Dawn. The video right there in the middle. This one. Morning Dawn color. Big smallmouth and rock bass crush. New soft plastic. Perfect video to watch. Go watch it before you go to bed. Using this color right here in our new designed Hilgermite. But yeah, that's all we're gonna do today. Just bagged a bunch, trying to bag a bunch to clear off my hanging rack over here, so I got more room to make some. But yeah, check out all of our channel, check out our website. Appreciate y'all guys coming in. Small Hilgermite mold. That's the newer mold. Smaller Hilgermite mold. This is the new mold. I meant to make a crappie bait out of it, actually. I meant to make the Hilgermite a crappie bait, but the custom mold guy actually messed up. Or maybe I messed up. I don't know what happened, but I just went with it, with what we got, and I like it, so. But yeah, y'all check out that video. Appreciate y'all guys coming in and chatting about fishing. And the orders. If anybody ordered, I'm sure. I think there was a couple. But yeah, y'all check out our other videos. Good to talk to y'all. We'll see you on the next one. Be safe in the storm.